All right, we've got our first comparative question. For every passage, we're supposed to always start by reading the blurb, and we're, supposed to get something out of it, hopefully. It's especially true for the comparative passage because a lot of times they tell you the relationship between the passages, or they just kind of show you something important about them. So we've read a lot. We've done a lot of questions. We have our own views of what's going on, but just center yourself for a second. Make a dumb summary based on these titles. What's the purpose of the passage? Let's go to the blurb. Passage 1 is adapted from Christine Delamore. Why do zebras have stripes? New study offers strong evidence by the National Geographic Society. Passage 2 is adapted from Laura Popick. Why do zebras have stripes? It's not for camouflage. 2015 by Perch. So what are both passages doing? Trying to figure out why do zebras have stripes. That's what we want here. Why do zebras have stripes? So what kind of matches with that? A, they're describing the process by which stripes became widespread among zebra species. That's really tempting. But the process by which stripes, became available, no, they're not talking about how they evolved into striped things. They're talking about, okay, when we see that they have stripes now, what might that function be? This is not answering the question. So B, dispute a common misconception regarding zebra stripes. Well, just from a strong words standpoint, the phrase common misconception would already stand out to me as something I'd be nervous about because, is it really a common misconception? Before reading this passage, why did you think zebras have stripes? Did you have any idea? Did you ever guess? No, because you have other things to think about. Most people are not going around their lives thinking, why do zebras have stripes? It's not a common misconception. No one has any clue. No one knows anything. No one has any opinion. So, that's also proved by the passage where they don't talk about hey, guess what? All this stuff that you thought about zebras is wrong. It's just talking about it as if scientists are asking the question. C, explore the likely benefit that zebras derive from their stripes. Right. What's the purpose of the stripes? Why do they have stripes? Is it for camouflage? Is it for thermoregulation? Is it for the flies? It's talking about what the benefit is. This is definitely the answer. D, compare zebra stripes to coloration in other animal species. Well, our summary from the blurb doesn't mention other animals. It only mentions zebras. So that's not a good sign. And so that's why C is best. So I get why someone might be drawn to A, but it's a clear example of you overthinking the question and trying to prove your gut right instead of just going with what's there. Why do zebras have stripes? We're not saying how did zebras get stripes, right? This would be a different question. This is why now do they have them? Because of the flies, because of the temperature. Those are clear things that are talked about in the passage that we've seen from other questions in the passage. So we should have a clear sense that that's what we've been reading this whole time.